We're back with Brian Goodman, CEO of Golden Matrix Group, Inc., ticker being GMGI. Golden Matrix Group is a leading provider of turnkey and white label gaming platforms, esports, and gaming content. Brian, it's so great to have you with us today.
Thank you very much.
So today, Brian, we're going to be diving deeper into how GMGI was able to report 14 consecutive quarters of profitability as other similar companies in the online gambling and esports sector struggle. This seems to be in part due to Golden Matrix's ability to keep player acquisition and marketing costs down. Can you explain a bit more about why these two factors are so important in cost management in this sector?
So I guess for us it's a sort of a double-edged sword, because we're not only a B2C operator, we're also B2B, and primarily it goes back to the basics of online gaming, in that there are two very important factors. One is the cost that it takes to acquire a player, and then the lifetime value of that player. And what you see mostly out there is people paying huge amounts of money to acquire players, but they don't really generate much money from those players, and therefore they create a massive burn of capital, because they're basically buying in people, and they're not getting enough money to cover those acquisition costs. GMGI started off as purely a turnkey type solution for gaming operators, and our expertise is in retention. And retention being is once that operator has acquired a player, then we have the tools that make the difference between that player spending whatever he may spend, and these tools are very important.
Can you highlight some notable acquisitions and speak to their cost per player averages?
Acquisitions in terms of our company, it has a skill set which you answer a skill question, and then you go into a draw and you buy a ticket to win a prize. And we generate huge amounts of players. We generate about 90,000 players a quarter, and they come in at a very low cost. And even though their ticket costs to win these prizes is relatively low, they spend quite a bit of money, and in that way, this has been a really good acquisition for us. And this acquisition we'll take and we'll roll it out into other global markets, because it's just a matter of us either translating it into another language and altering the rules slightly to meet the local regulations. But we're going to be able to take this product and roll it out into other markets such as Mexico once we have a license. And then once we have an ability to acquire such large amounts of players at a low cost, we can then look to some other form of acquisition and then use that traffic and put it into other products, because ultimately they're gamblers. And if we have other gambling B2C type products, then we own their customers, and we recruit them at a low cost. We're able to extract more money from them.
Pivoting a little bit to Golden Matrix's marketing strategy, Golden Matrix seems to strike the perfect balance between keeping an eye on the bottom line and keeping the brand visible. What do you think GMGI gets right that others don't?
I think it's a cultural situation. Personally, quite a bit of our management comes from, we are part of some of the original online gaming operators that started up many years ago. And we used to running real gaming businesses where you acquire a player, you look after him, and you generate money from that player, and you value the player, and ultimately you keep on going back to the differential between the cost of the player and how much you can get from them. Whereas in the market today, you see a lot of people that are coming to the market that are talking about gaming items that maybe we have no idea how they're going to make these things work, because some of them don't even make sense.
Are there any exciting marketing initiatives on the horizon that our audience should look out for?
Yes, I mean, our marketing initiatives are rolling this product out into the market, and then moving forward with our acquisition strategy. We've pretty much, it's public knowledge that we're going to be looking to acquire other B2C businesses that will allow us to utilize our traffic, our players that we gain at a reasonable cost, and to push these people into other products, and there's a lot of synergy there, and obviously we would only buy something. It's also something we put out to the market. We would only buy a company that's profitable and cash positive. We're not in the business of burning money and drawing big wages. All of us are really incentivized in making this company work and continuing its profitability and its performance.
And finally, where can our audience follow important news and updates from Golden Matrix?
So the best place is the website, which is goldenmatrix.com. And if you wanted to see the raffle ticket company, which is interesting, even though you can't participate in it, it's rkingscompetitions.com. So go to rkingscompetitions.com and you'll see all the prizes. We give away somewhere around, I think it's about $1.5 million in prizes every month, and something Lamborghinis, Ferraris, whatever may be on the site at the time. And it's actually a really interesting business, and like I say, it's coming to a place near you very soon. And as in America, in Mexico we'll be rolling it out, and then we're looking to other jurisdictions. So that's interesting. But Golden Matrix carries most of the information on the company.
Thanks so much, Brian. It was great to get the latest on what Golden Matrix has on the horizon.
It's always a pleasure, and look forward to joining you again.